Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Magic Draft. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be drafting some Guilds of Ravnica. Our last draft, we started off super strong. We drafted a pretty interesting deck, something that I'm not used to playing so much. Kind of this blue-blacks, very creature-light Surveil deck. And we started off with 2 wins, but then we got completely dunked by some very good starts for our opponents, some very good decks. So let's re-roll this. Let's jump in. Let's do some Guilds of Ravnica draft. I've got chat here to help me as always. Give me some thoughts. Alright, so a couple of interesting things jumping out here. Risk factor. I don't know how good this card is in Limited. Do anyone have any experience with this card in draft? Risk factor. Interesting. Let's actually jump over to the Channel Fireball card ratings and see what they are. They think Limited Guilds Ravnica Red. Let's see what risk factor gets. 2.5. Interesting. So I think I would lean more towards a card like Conclave Tribunal. I think this is a really good removal spell. Risk factor may be the more fun option. The other card that interests me is this Glaive of the Guild Pact. Pack 1, pick 1. Means we can start really prioritizing. We can really start prioritizing gates, or start picking them a little bit higher. I think we'll go with the Conclave Tribunal. I think this is the most powerful card. The one thing we want to keep in mind is what we want to wheel, so maybe like this Parhelion Patrol. Let's go with that. Okay. Interesting. We've got House Guildmage, which is... I really like this card. I think this can really grind out a game. Rampaging Monument. Maybe cast a multi-card spell, +1/+1 counter on it. Interesting. I mean, Sworn Companions. It's not too bad if we want to go for some Convoke-y type stuff, but there's a couple of different ways we can look at this. We can either pick the most powerful card, which would probably be House Guildmage, and go from there. Or we can kind of stick on theme and go for like Sworn Companions, Citywide Blast. Goblin Banneret is quite interesting. Goblin Banneret. But his Goblin Banneret would be super close to our Sworn Companions, right? It's probably as good as Citywide Bust as well. I think I want to go for the Sworn Companions. I think this is this fits in with a lot of the... really helps with the Convoke decks. Even if we go like red-white, kind of wide, we can go with that. Let's go with the Sworn Companions here. Join Shields. Untap all creatures you control, they gain hexproof and indestructible. Not my favorite combat trick. Very expensive for a combat trick. Skyline Scout, nice aggressive 2-drop. This keeps us white as well, so we can still kind of go into Boros or go into Selesnya if we wanted to. Centaur Peacemaker's not too bad. Anything jumping out to anyone? What's Fire Urchin like? Imagine Fire Urchin is probably a pretty good card in the right decks, like very combat trick centric. Fire Urchin. But we'd probably have to build around it. So I think we'll just go with the Skyline Scout. It's surely better than this 4-mana 2/4 Convoke thing. Fire Urchin is not great in draft, but the burn spell is removal. Oh, Command the Storm. That's true. I forgot that that card can only hit creatures. I thought it was the uncounterable one. Yeah, you know, I guess it's like conservative versus. I think I'll be conservative and I'll stick to one color, but I'm totally with you, Lee, that I think Command the Storm is the better card. We'll stay white, see if we get rewarded. Okay. Some interesting ones here. Intrusive Pack Beast. So this is like a nice aggressive card as kind of a bit of a tempo play. If we get on the board early, we can come down with the Pack Beast, tap down 2 creatures, get in for some extra damage. Keeps us wide as well. We've also got the Fresh-Faced Recruit. Fresh-Faced Recruit versus Intrusive Pack Beast. I do like 2-drops. I don't think... Is the Barging Sergeant better than either of these cards? Barge. Feels like it just trades for like every 2-drop in the format. Oh, my picture box previous tricks. Alright, for this draft, I'm going to go Invisible. Alright. Just so we can see the previous picks. I think Hammer Dropper suffers from the same thing as Barging Sergeant, so I'm gonna go with the Pack Beast here. I kind of like that style of really aggressive, kind of maybe Boros. We want to try and be Boros. So we got Blade Instructor, Candlelight Vigil. So this is a card that would have gone great with the Banneret, that kind of stuff, and the Parhelion Patrol. I'm pretty sure it's Parhelion Patrol, but like Blade Instructor surely just trades with everything, and Candlelight Vigil we don't exactly have anything to build around it though. And once again, it's a aura, and auras are always typically pretty bad in limited. So we'll go with that Parhelion Patrol. Be pretty happy with that. Okay, Cosmotronic Wave. I'm pretty sure this is our where we start going into red. I think Cosmotronic Wave is one of the better aggressive cards in the set. Deals 1 damage to each creature our opponents control, and these can't block. So if we get really if we get out ahead of our opponent, we can hit the Cosmotronic Wave, maybe follow it up with an Intrusive Pack Beast, and just kill our opponent like that. How's Hunted Witness? Anyone have experience with Hunted Witness? I'm not usually a 1-drop kind of person, but we'll go with the Cosmotronic Wave here, and we'll look to be Boros. Gravitic Punch. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target player. So this is, I guess, good with all those Barging Sergeants and Hammer Droppers and stuff. Healer's Hawk. Once again, do we want to be a... I guess Healer's Hawk is really good with Mentor. Yeah, you're totally right, Lee. Fire Urchin versus Healer's Hawk. Well, we don't know if we're 100% red, so let's go with the Healer's Hawk here. Garrison Sergeant, though, I guess this guy could be pretty good. And we don't have any gates, but we could maybe prioritize some, but... Let's just go with the Healer's Hawk. Another Garrison Sergeant. We could have been the mono Garrison Sergeant deck. Collar the Culprit. Kind of this dorky removal spell. Versus Loxodon Restorer. I mean, we don't have any removal right now, right? Other than the our first pick. Loxodon Restorer could be a good way to like kind of get a big body on the board, maybe break a bit of a board stall. Yeah, I'll go for the Restorer. We may still be Selesnya here. Alright, so everything's kind of dried up. I mean, Radical Idea is probably the best card in the pack. Maybe we just want... we're never mainboarding Crush Contraband, right? So, Radical Idea, Dimir Guildgate. I think we'll just go for the Guildgate here, right? Just in case. Who knows what we'll pick up. Well, Piston Fist is a card that we can theoretically play if we're in red. Sonic Assault versus Join Shields. Sonic Assault versus Join Shields. I guess we're more likely to play a card like Join Shields, right? Sure. We can cast that for a red. Okay, so kind of things dried up a little bit there, unfortunately, but we have a strong one here with Boros Challenger. And also Flower Flourish. So Flower Flourish is potentially a reward for going wide with the Flourish side of things. But Boros Challenger, I mean, this is kind of where we want to be, right? Lots of 2-drops. What else have we got in here? Another Intrusive Pack Beast, which we could hope to wheel. Even another Restorer, so I think we want this Boros Challenger. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with Boros Challenger, and let's look to be aggressive red-white. Or not. Can we make... like... can we go 3-color? And like cut some of the red stuff? I don't know. I think this might be a bit of a pipe dream, but Vraska is pretty good. We could also just pick her as like a value pick, right? So I think we have to go for Vraska. I think I want to go for Vraska just because I would like a Vraska to have one. What are we giving up? We're giving up like a Goblin Crater Maker or like a Maniacal Rage. Yeah, actually, a lot of these cards are quite good, and I'm not so much a value drafter, you know. I don't particularly care too much about Constructed, and, you know, I'd rather get an extra couple of wins. And I think that between Maniacal Rage, Crater Maker, even the Shield Mate over here, I think there's enough good stuff here. So let's take a look at Maniacal Rage. It's probably Crater Maker. Yeah. Sorry, Vraska, but we'll pass on you today for a consistent deck tomorrow. Okay, we've got another Healer's Hawk here. We've also got a Rubble Belt Boar. It's an interesting kind of tempo-y card. I think we more want a card like a Healer's Hawk than we do want like 4-mana 3/3. So let's go with that and look to try and pick up some more Mentor stuff. Demotion versus Fresh-Faced Recruit. I think we'll go with the Recruit here. More 2-drops. Ooh, Deafening Clarion. Ooh, okay, so Deafening Clarion's pretty interesting in that it's a card that can get us back into the game if we do lose board control, or we can maybe bait people into running into a Deafening Clarion, but it doesn't exactly, like... I guess it doesn't help us when we're ahead. And we could have, like, you know, this really good 2-drop, or another intrusive pack beast. You could get a Wojek bodyguard in here. It's a nice beefy mentor guy. This is a tough one. This is a real tough one. Anyone have any experience with Wojek bodyguard? Does seem like he's pretty good. What about Deafening Clarion? Seems like it's pretty close between the Clarion and the bodyguard. I think the Clarion is This is tough. How are we looking on 3-drops? We got one. Only one. I'm tempted to take the Wojek bodyguard. I think given just the position that we're in, where we're trying to like pack beast and cosmotronic wave people down, I think this might be an incorrect pick. I'd love to hear in the comments what people think. Deafening Clarion versus Wojek bodyguard, but let's be aggressive. Banneret versus Guildgate. I think we'll take the Banneret. Another Healer's Hawk. Sworn Companions. Another Cosmotronic Wave. Wow. This is a tough one. Maybe another Cosmotronic Wave? Maybe these Sworn Companions? No real wrong choice. I think I want this second Sworn Companions. I just want to get some more 3-drops in here. We have enough one. I think this is enough 1-drops for this style of deck. So let's get some more companions. Yeah, sure. Righteous Blow versus Sure Strike. Righteous Blow does hit a lot of things in the format. So yeah, we'll go with the Righteous Blow. It's nice and cheap as well, so we can potentially deploy things. And alright, another Pack Beast versus Loxodon Restorer with a Hammer Dropper in here as well. Is now where we take the Hammer Dropper? Or do we take this Gird for battle? This Gird for battle might actually be the pick here. I also don't know what a Gird is. Hammer Dropper, if it gets off one mentor, it's a good mentor. Is it though? Like, it's surely trading with our opponents like 2 or 3 drop. I think I would rather take like another intrusive pack beast so that we have 3 really good options of kind of faltering our opponent. Or I'd rather take this Gird for battle just because with these Healer's Hawk and with like a couple of 2-drops, we can actually drop this pretty consistently. Usually you're mentoring a flyer or another mentor creature. That's true. This is I think a lot of this pack has been very it's been very tight for us. I think I want this pack beast. No, you know what? This is an uncommon. I'm gonna go for this Gird of Battle. So I'm gonna see how that goes. Maniacal Rage on some Healer's Hawks and stuff. Demotion does sound pretty good if we want to be aggressive, but I think there are a bunch of these. I think there's one in the next 2 packs as well. How many mentor guys do we have? We've got the Banneret, the Boros Challenger, the Bodyguard, the Parhelion, plus whatever else we get. I think we'll go for the Rage here. Sure. Ooh, nice. So I think we're good on Pack Beast Cosmotronic Wave effects. No, I don't think we're a Torch Courier deck. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So we've got... definitely not playing this. Flight of Equinauts. 4/5 flyer. This could really help us break some of those games where our opponents stabilize. Yeah, this card's huge. What would we take if it's not there? Maybe Guildgate, Direct Current. This is pretty nice. Another Righteous Blow. But I think we really want this just huge flyer. Goes well with these Sworn Companions too. Ooh, Boros Challenger, Swath Cutter Giant. Swath Cutter Giant. This is pretty good, but I think this is the more aggressive card, which is, as we've said, really where we want to be. I've struggled to cast Flight every time I've tried to use it. 8? Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's very good once your opponent stabilizes your ground game. Like once your opponent sets up some big beefers, you can just tap them all, drop this, and they're once again on a clock. Yep, we'll take the Challenger. Interesting options here. So we've got another Loxodon Restorer, which, you know, our top end's not looking too chunky so far. You know, 2 5-drops, a quote-unquote 6-drop, and a quote-unquote 8-drop. 10th District Guard. Is that worth picking over the Loxodon? Probably not. We could also take a Sure Strike just to make sure we've got a nice critical mass of kind of combat tricks, but I think we'll take the Restorer. Actually, how many tricks do we have? We've got a Righteous Blow. Yeah, we don't really have many tricks per se. And how many 2-drops do we have? Skyline Scout, Crater Maker, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 2-drops. So we kind of want to pick up one extra 2-drop here. More like Suxodon. You don't like the Loxodon? That's rude. Yeah, we'll go for the Sure Strike here. Even though it's guaranteed that by picking that, there's going to be a Sure Strike in every single pack. Skyline Scout's probably the pick here. Get another good 2-drop in. Don't particularly like Electrostatic Field, especially in our deck with like 3 instances sorceries. I guess a bit more with the Sworn Companions, but 0/4 Defender. Skyline Scout's probably better than this Ornery Goblin, I would say. Sad Elephant Trumpet. Isn't that a Saxodon? And there's the Sure Strike. Sure Strike versus Fearless Halberder, Rubble Belt Boar. We have a lot of creatures. Let's take the Sure Strike and be very unhappy with it. Lidev Guardian. Yeah. There's another Restorer, so we can have it now. No Guild Gates though. Ugh. Another Maniacal Rage. I don't know if we want another Maniacal Rage. Maybe we just want another Pack Beast. Yeah, we'll just take another... no, I'll take another Maniacal Rage. Can't see us playing 3 Pack Beasts, right? Sure. Jeez. Really dried up on us here. Oh my gosh. Regret not taking that Maniacal Rage now. Yeah. So, both pack 2 and 3 were pretty light for us. So, anyway, this is what we've some of the cards we've drafted. We're going to jump in and do some deck construction, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we are back. We've just finished deck construction, and this is what we've come up with. So we still want to be really aggressive. We've got all of our 1-drops in here. We've cut down to just 1 Maniacal Rage, 1 Sure Strike. Though I did really kind of want to get the second Sure Strike in the deck, so we'll keep an eye out and see if maybe we wanted to play a few more combat tricks. We've cut down to just the 1 Loxodon Restorer, and we've got 2 Intrusive Pack Beasts in here. So the game plan is going to be to try and get on board, get a big board presence, and then try to Cosmotronic Wave and Intrusive Pack Beast our opponent out of the game when they try to stabilize. We've got a lot of flyers as well, between Healer's Hawks, some jumping Skyline Scouts, and the Parhelion Patrol. So, and of course the Flight of Equinauts at the top of the curve. So we do have some ways of playing the Sky game, but that's it. So let's jump in and see if we get some W's. Okay, here we go. Up against Old Mate Gids. Yeah, I mean, 2 lands, 2-drop, 2-drop, and most of the expensive cards in our deck. But we do get to go first, so... I think this is enough of a incentive to keep this hand. The title is outdated. You are correct. We should definitely fix that up. As we are no longer playing our blue-black deck, we are playing... Shield Mate. And we'll go for the Fresh Face Recruit. It allows us to keep attacking, keep being aggressive. Ooh, Iron Shell Beetle. It's a pretty good one. We may have to Conclave Tribunal that. Hopefully we can pick up a land. No, Cosmotronic Wave instead. Do we go for the Crater Maker here, and then maybe the Conclave Tribunal next turn? And if we Conclave Tribunal this turn, we're doing no damage. Let's go for the Crater Maker. Potentially next turn we can, if we draw a land, we can... cast the Conclave Tribunal, get in for more damage. This also gives us our opponent an extra turn to potentially play a bit more into the Shield Mate, put an enchantment on it or something. Maybe play an even bigger threat. Just like that one. White, red, and we'll tap the Fresh Face Recruit. Get rid of the Centaur. Battle. Land off the top would be real good. We can Cosmotronic Wave, get in for some more damage. Sworn Companions would be okay. Gets us pretty close to our Flight of the Equinauts. Rock Charger. It's a pretty good uncommon. Whenever it attacks, target attacking creature against flying. So they can start throwing the Charger and the Shield Mate at us. Yep. So I guess we'll just go for the wave here. Then if we rip a land, intrusive pack beast, get in for even more damage. Especially if our opponent's going to rely on convoking something out. Big Centaur. The shield mate's going to come in with the rock charger as well. Okay, definitely want to hit that land. No dice though. So we're getting pretty low. I think here we want to maybe pump our Boros Challenger, attack with the fresh face recruit and the Challenger, mentor onto the recruit. Blocks are bad. Opponent takes 6. We still have Crater Maker back on the defense. Opponent might double block the Challenger. Losing the shield mate just reduces their clock so much though. So bright where you are. Clearly not in Europe. No, we're in Australia. In Australia. It's a bright sunny day. Not too hot though. It's actually pretty cold. No blocks! Alright, our opponent may have the lethal here. I can't see someone taking that kind of damage without a game plan in mind. Even just throwing the wood shaper under the bus would have been totally fine. Yeah, it's very bright. My gosh. I think I'm gonna have to do something about that during summer because it's just not fun to look at. Opponent deep in the tank. Trying to figure out a way through here. I would imagine that if they didn't kind of immediately snap something off, that alright, so 1, 3, 6. So the question is, what combat trick do we lose to? What combat trick do we lose to? +3/+0 in green-white. I can think of +2/+2, but not. Okay, no tricks. All creatures get +1/+1. What is that? Is that a white card? Is it an instant? Blocks for days. I don't think we can push through here. We've still got our Crater Maker up as well. they rumble with the charger and try and give the shield mate flying, we can block with the healer's hawk. That might goof their math up a little bit. That might kill us though. If they Conclave Tribune with the hawk. Yep. Yep, they figured it out. That was a close one. That was a close one. Obviously, we kept a bit of a risky one, the 2-lander, with some of the higher drops in there. So up and down. I think we maybe should have blocked with the Crater Maker that one turn. Saved ourselves some damage. Tried to play the air game for the rest of it, but they had that Conclave Tribunal, and we just didn't hit lands when we needed to. But oh well. Where was the Hawk turn 1? Yeah, that would have been pretty big. DIDDLK1. Hey boy, what is going on? What have you been up to? What's everyone been playing lately? People have been playing a lot of Magic. People have been playing a lot of Hearthstone. People have been playing a lot of something else. Slay the Spire, been getting pretty popular again lately. People keeping their eyes on Artifact. What are people hyped for? Let me know. And we'll be back with another game. Alright, against the Scourge of every Magic player's dreams. Jace Beleren. Shield your minds. Ah, Healer's Hawk Boros Challenger. It's exactly how we drew it up. Going second though. Ungood. But yeah, hopefully this is going to put some real hurt on our opponent. Even got another 2-drop to follow up in case we miss. Hit another land, we can convoke out the Loxodon Restorer. This is good. See what our opponent has to say about it. Goes to 6, right at the top. So we're in for a game. Always like to see some scries to the top. Ooh. Banneret vs Hawk. Surely we go for the Banneret, right? So we can mentor onto the Banneret. Well, I've already played the Mountain, so we already played the Mountain, so we have to go for the Banneret. But yeah, so if we play the Boros Challenger, we can mentor onto the Banneret. So it's a 2/2, and then potentially that can mentor onto the Healer's Hawk. This is maybe going second. We should have played the Healer's Hawk first, though. Banneret blocked easier. True. Oh, we could have gotten in for extra damage there, but maybe our opponent would have gone for the block. Child of Night. Yeah, Child of Night makes things interesting because now our opponent can double block our Boros Challenger. Maybe we're okay with that though. Guess the other option is we could have pumped our Banneret and mentored onto the Challenger instead. We'd have a 3/4, and they'd have to double block it, but then we get to trade with both. But then we're left with just the Banneret, a 1/1 Banneret in play. Whereas what might happen here is they'll double block the Challenger, we're left with a 2/2 Banneret, but they're also left with, say, a Child of Night. Well, no, we'd leave them with the Shield Mate. Trades the Shield Mate for the Banneret. Sure. This is possibly one of the best case scenarios. And we'll go for Healer's Hawk Crater Maker here. Stray. See if they miss or hit a land drop. Miss a land drop here, we feel very good. Nope, they got it. So we could cast a Loxodon Restorer, but I think we want to rumble in the jungle. Our opponent's generous jungle. And the Hawk clock begins. Crush, crush, crush. Even keep our Crater Maker up. Our opponent gets like a weak blocker out. What happened to the blue-black deck? We got crushed. We got real crushed. Our opponents had some really, really interesting starts, including a, what was it, like turn 3 or turn 4 Venerated Loxodon, buffing 4 things. So this is an interesting game. It's our opponent with a bit of a huge value card, but weak body, versus our very aggressive board here. I think we'll attack with the Hawk and play our Restorer. We can even play our other Hawk and then play the Restorer, right? It's a big boy. Bait a block, use your Crater Maker as a combat trick. What are we baiting the block on? Like the Boros Challenger? Then we're trading our Crater Maker and the Challenger for just the Beast Whisperer. I like getting the Restorer out. Dan, that sucks. Loving the arena stream so far. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Magic is a game that is very near and dear to my heart, that I don't get to play often as I am around it. So it's been good playing some games, playing some limited. Glad you're enjoying it too. If there's anything you want to see, any improvements you want to see, hit me up. Let me know. Opponent up a bit of a creek here. Big body, some flyers. Next turn we have the Equinauts as well. I think our opponent may have just flipped their table. It's no activity. I feel like this is like every scene in every medical drama where like someone's going into cardiac arrest or something and they're like, we're not getting any responses from them, when you stop seeing the like card highlight thing go around. Like that's the electrical impulses. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Thank you, Jace. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're just gonna rumble. And we have to wait for our opponent to pass priority into combat. So we'll attack with the Challenger, the Restorer, and both Hawks, and Mentor onto this Hawk. We'll play the game as if our opponent didn't time out, I think. In that we want to hold the pump on the Boros Challenger up. Oh. Opponent giving us the good game. And conceding. Well, maybe they had something else to do, but we'll take that win. Ah! Alright. Sweet. Alright. You're against the Mind Sculptor. Ooh. Does have the turn 1 Healer's Hawk. Is good for battle. Not so great. We do have a lot of 2-drops we can draw. We have 6 2-drops. And we get 2 draws at it, so we'll begrudgingly keep this. It has both of our colours as well. And I'd 100% keep, say, this 6-land hand. Never punished. This is a good one to get a good for battle on. Go! Oh no! Well, don't mind if I do. See what happens here. Yeah, this a couple of draws off the top have been pretty good. No land! Oh my gosh. So they could bounce our boys back. I'm concerned about unexpected disappearance. So I think we're just going to battle. Well, they would have unexpected disappearance before that, right? Just gonna chill for a bit. I'm a little bit... I mean, maybe we're playing this incorrectly. Like, our opponent missed a land drop. We should just be trying to smash our opponent's skull in. But, I mean, we got there. Seems like they missed too many land drops. They had a Night Veil Sprite in play, though. Like you're surveilling one every turn. Surely, surely you can dig your way out of that, I would imagine. But, who knows? Maybe they had better things to do. Take that, Jace. Okay, here against the Catman himself. Sweet. One drop, 2-drop, 3-drop if we draw the land. Another 2-drop if we don't. Opponent on the play with a Demir Guildgate. See if this Hawk gets dead-weighted. Maybe the kind of card that warrants such a thing. It's a pretty scary bird. Thought Erasure. Interesting. Maybe they take the Swan Pack Beast. Wow! We can't even cast that yet. Luckily, we've got another one where that came from. Oh, that's really good too. Oh, maybe they took that because we're going to run into a Mephetic Vapors. We'll trade a Skyline Scout for their Whisper Agent here. Hello, Whisper Agent. Definitely get these Sworn Companions out there to help convoke some of these things out there. 6, so... the Drake. Drake's going to do a pretty good job of blocking us down, but hopefully we can... We've got the Tribunal for the next big threat. And the Equinauts is our big threat. The Veiled Shield. Veiled Shade. So we have 8. So we can't play this and convoke this out. The old 4/5. Let's see if they've got the removal spell for it. I mean, if they don't, this is going to take over the game. If they do, I think the game we really want to get into is where our opponent drops a counter bomb right here. No. Top, top. Top, top. Top, top. It's pretty scary, friends. You've now cast that card more than I have. Which card? Healer's Hawk. Another Shade. Yuck. These things are gonna become real threats soon. I think we still just want to save this Conclave Tribunal for a proper threat. They might be holding up a counterspell there as well. Okay. The crab! Oof. Kind of flooding out here. We'll hold the mountain in case they have a disinformation campaign or something. Not a lot of great draws for us here. Maybe the second Pack Beast will at least get us attacking again. Oh, that's going to get Conclave Tribunal. And like our opponent drawing lands is totally fine with these Veiled Shades. Boros Challenger would be actually be a pretty good draw, I think. Because it threatens to, like with one pump, it makes the Skyline Scout trade with the Drake. Makes the Healer's Hawk not be able to block. So, any mentor creature off the top. Even a Gird for battle. That would be pretty good. We can pump up both of our beautiful boys. I might be thinking about rumbling with one of the Shades here. Kind of counting up the blocks. Like if we could block with some soldiers and... Ooh. Hawk down. Oh, the Drake. Connects for 1. Come on. Oh, well, there's a mentor creature, but our opponent with the 3 mana up, I would say this is going to eat a counterspell. The Surveil one? No. No counterspell. We'll get in for 2 here. The cheeky 2. Bodyguard means we will get in for 3 next turn. And that might be our race to win, I think. If we do that next, like our opponent can't rumble here because they'll have to block the Wojak Bodyguard. So I think next turn we want to hit like, obviously Pack Beast would be great, Cosmotronic Wave would be great. Gird for battle would be great. If our opponent still had this Artful Takedown, we would be up a creek. No blocks. You can pump this as many times as you'd like. One, two, 2 pumps. Oh, Righteous Blow. That's a good one. If our opponent fucks up and blocks first, we can potentially get them with the Righteous Blow. If we keep this Wojak Bodyguard alive this turn, that's a big deal. We flying. So now they're going to trade. But we have a 3/2 Skyline Scout, which is the most important thing. We can chump block this Veiled Shade multiple times. And with Lifelinkers as well. Rumbling with the Drake too. No blocks. Come on. Pack Beast off the top. Pack Beast. Oh! Yes, please. Combat. Just make sure. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gaining 2 here. And we have a Pack Beast back to block anyway. So yes. What is this? No. Another shade. Mono shades dot deck. No combat for our opponent. I think we'll just slay with this Skyline Scout. See if the Drake wants to block. Alright. Got ourselves a 3-turn clock here. Without any burn or any reach. I mean, we do have the Sure Strike in our deck, which would close the game out next turn. Darkblade Agent. Okay. Whew. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 lands left in the deck. Okay, so I guess we have to try and navigate not dying this turn. We really don't want them to draw a card off the Darkblade Agent either. Just reduce our opponent's options as much as possible. Sure. Hope our opponent doesn't draw a sick one. Got 2 pumps. 3 pumps. Good for battle. Oh. See if they snap concede as soon as we pay this mana. There we go. Whew. A nice tight one. Really really interactive, really grindy game there. I think we made some good plays. Had some great draws, had some poor draws as well. Did kind of flood out there at the end, but we also hit that Mentor, the Wojek Bodyguard right on time, which is really important. So I'm really enjoying this deck. A nice aggressive option to kind of contrast from what we had last time, which is very creature light, now like very creature heavy. That Healer's Hawk as well. Pa-pa! I'm eating some people. So I think I'm going to cut this off here. We've played a bunch of games, had some good games, and yeah, until next time, stay safe, stay wavy, keep that hawk swole. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out other ones over here, or come subscribe to the Wave Pool for more excellent times.